fingers down my spine. Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine?
Yo! Wow, that echoed today. What's going on, guys? Happy Halloween, because it's still Halloween. And I haven't taken the decorations down. I'm like that. It's like we still have the Christmas tree up from last year. But the good thing is, since we did not take the Christmas tree down from last year, we don't have to put it back up this year. You know, it's already here. We already got the Christmas tree. It's great. It's like the stream. That pumpkin on the stream will probably stay there for another week. Because I don't like taking down decorations, man. But listen, you guys gotta have more Halloween spirit, okay? How come when it's Christmas, we can put the tree up, you know, for like a month, 2 months, and it's fine? How come when it's Halloween, we can't keep the pumpkins up for a little bit, right? I think that is kind of offensive towards Halloween. That's kind of offensive towards Halloween. All right, we can keep the Halloween decorations up for a month, 2 months, and everything in between. Carl, what's going on? We got the Santa hat on today, guys, because it's almost Christmas. Listen, Christmas is coming up soon. I felt like we're in the Santa hat today. You know why? Because there's a different vibe when someone has a Santa hat on. Did I ever tell you guys this before we get into the charts? And I know everyone's like kind of on edge and about the Bitcoin price action today, and we're just kind of like bound to hat on. You can't look at them negatively. Like, there's something about a Santa hat that just brightens everyone's day. Like, when you guys look at me right now, can you be mad at me? Like, can you look at me and say, wow, look at this guy? You know, I might not like Jordan. Maybe he's annoying and all this stuff, right? But he's wearing a Santa hat today. I gotta like him a little bit. Oh, shout out to Keith Mullins. He did his first ever super chat, which I don't think is true.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
A long time ago, or not even a long time ago, actually pretty recently. But I guess YouTube reset it, so I have to give you a shout out for your first super chat, my man. And Griff did a members gift before the live stream started. So shout out to Griff. Thanks for coming in and supporting the channel, guys. Altcoins, a little bit of a dip today, which was needed. I mean, a lot of altcoins were getting a little frothy. And what have we said, guys? You don't want the altcoins getting too frothy too soon. Them going up with Bitcoin is fine, but you don't want them going up more than Bitcoin. That's where it becomes a little bit of an issue. And that's where the market, we kind of know this, right? We need Bitcoin to lead in order to go higher. It's always what we consistently said. So when you start seeing, it's great. It's awesome seeing the altcoins go up. And I want the altcoins to go up. The market's way more fun when the altcoins move up. But we know for a sustained Bitcoin rally, we need Bitcoin to lead. And when the altcoins start running up a little bit harder than Bitcoin, the market needs to reset a little bit, right? And you saw a nice kind of liquidation dump on a lot of altcoins today, which I think was needed a little bit, as the market was getting a little frothy without Bitcoin really moving up too much. But that's good. That's okay. That's okay. We're going to talk about that today and why dips on Bitcoin are gifts. Do not take the Bitcoin dips for granted, because if you've done it so far in this year, you've regretted it, right? So do not take the Bitcoin dips for granted if we do see a bigger dip. But we'll talk about that today.
Christ, man! Here we go! More opium! Christ, bro! We're going into a Great Depression! Didn't you see Ice Sniper in the chat? A Great Depression's coming! Alright? Get the frig over it! There is no money coming into crypto! There is zero money coming into crypto! There's more money coming into my social security check than the entire crypto market. You millennials won't get any social security. None, because our country sucks. But I get it. Oh yeah, and it's more money that's going into crypto right now.
Shut up, you stupid boomer. Go buy your Oracle or IBM. Go buy your Intel stock. You stupid boomer. Just kidding. Boomers, you guys are great. We need you. We honestly, if we want to get crypto where it needs to go, the boomers need to join. So we can't be hating on the boomers, man. And we have Clint in here, right? Clint's old, so we can't be hating on him too much. Frank Fractal, what's up, my man? Good to see you. Anyways, let's talk a little bit about Bitcoin right now, because I think the big thing is here, we wasted enough time. We've wasted enough time today. Let's talk a little bit about Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin, obviously, we got a nice move up to about 36K, or actually almost hit 36K to a dot right after I got off stream last night. And we knew that, you know, my stream was resistance, right? But once again, right, we did take out the high that we had on stream. We moved up to 36K and we got sent back down, all the way back down to 34,300. Now we've retraced about half that move and we're just sitting right in the middle of the range, right? So here's where we're at, kind of just sitting here. This is the big level I'm watching right here, which this level right here is actually where we have the monthly open, right? So you see all these previous highs, right? High number 1, high number 2, high number 3, high number 4. If we're going to come in back with my old cringy self, right? And honestly, how did we come up with the old cringy Jordan? Well, all we really have to do is take off the beard, right? So if we just go no beard, okay, and we just go here, let's bring up old cringy Jordan. Thanks for jumping into the video. Today, guys, we're going to talk about how Bitcoin might be flipping old resistance into support, and how if we can get old resistance flipping into support, how we can see Bitcoin go significantly higher. And we can also see XRP reach my price target that we talked about in the last video. Oh, I love it. That never gets old. That never gets old. Or yeah, or you could just say daddy. But yeah, I'm watching this little range right here, 34.6 to about 34.7, to see if Bitcoin can get a little bit of a bounce right now on this retrace and hold the previous resistance and flip it into support. We'll see if we do. We'll see if we do. That's really what I'm watching. If you look at, you go over here to the monthly, you can see that the monthly open, right? We can actually just do this. Let's actually go to the monthly. And let's just mark off the monthly open, because that's always a pretty critical level, right? So let's just take the monthly open, which is right here at, shit, come on, you little stupid magnet. There we go. Let's just mark that off. Let's go back to the 15 minute, right? And you can see that monthly open is coming in right in the middle of that box, right? So 34,656 was the monthly open. We actually dipped below it, got back above. Let's see now if we can make some type of higher low and hold that monthly open on the retest. If we start going back below that level, I think it's looking a little bit shady here in the short term. But I want to remind this, okay? Short-term stuff is short-term stuff. Let's remember the big picture, all right? If you were bullish yesterday, and I always like to say this, man. If you were bullish yesterday on any type of pullback, right? On any type of move where Bitcoin comes back into here, right? Into this wide open space right here. You should be more bullish here than you were screaming yesterday. All right. Now we're all screaming yesterday, which is cool, right? I still think Bitcoin's going higher. But the short-term time frame is going to do its short-term time frame stuff, right? So if you were bullish right here yesterday, you should be even more bullish if we start coming into the 33s, 34s again, So that's sort of my thought process. Dips are gifts, and you do not take Christmas gifts without a sense of gratitude. Because if you don't accept the Christmas gift, you're going to be like Bronson. You're going to be like a bear who's sitting on the sidelines begging for Bitcoin to go back to 25K, right? And you don't want to be that bear, right? You don't want to be that bear who's begging for it to go lower, right? You don't want to be that bear who is, sad and lonely because the 25K waiting room, it just smells like dog shit, right? You don't want to be that guy. You want to be the guy who, right, if you were bullish yesterday, who says, damn, I'm getting Bitcoin for a 10% cheaper than I was before, shit, sign me up, right? So that's really that. And in reality, right, still remains that we go over to the monthly. I'm still looking that this is a range reclaim, right? So any type of short-term price action, once again, is short-term price action. I'm still looking for Bitcoin to go higher on the high time frames, right? So that's really that. This is a big monthly level here at like 35,000, but ultimately the way we closed right into it, and it was just like super strength right into it, really not too worried about that, right? So time will tell. Time will tell. But I think we needed to cool off the altcoin market a little bit because that was getting a little frothy too soon. A little frothy too soon. You know? I think we need to cool that off a little bit. And that's cool, man. That's what we need to see. We need to see Bitcoin lead the way. And I think we're getting a little bit too carried away with ourselves, maybe with the altcoin market a little bit. We need to cool that down, put a little bit of that fire out, you know? But I don't want to put the altcoin market out. I'm all in I am all in Cardano. I don't want to put the altcoin market out. This freaking guy, man. I'm just going to eat more Hershey bars and ignore him. We altcoin don't need Bitcoin. I don't even know where I'm going with this, man. I don't even know where I'm going with this today. Oh Lord! All right, let's see. Bitcoin is coming back down into this level here, so let's see if we can get maybe a little bit of hold and see how we're reacting to here. Coming up on the corn. The other thing I'm watching too, right? So if we do take out these levels, right, we are in kind of like this upward sloping channel, which once again, I mean, you pick whether you think it's a bull or a bear. You know, someone said that's JJ. No, JJ would be like this. This is JJ. This is JJ. This is JJ right here. Okay, this is JJ.
Super bullish as F on this.
I love
screen.
Cardano natives.
Rocket.
Cardano natives. Did you buy milk? Did you buy milk? Wait, what's that noise upstairs? What's that noise upstairs? Yes, Miss JJ. Yes, Miss JJ. Yes, you like that? You like that? Your son like Cardano? Yeah? Does your son like Cardano? I thought your son was a girl in the Discord. Oh man, you gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. All right. All right. Enough of that shit. Enough of that shit. We're making too much noise. I'm gonna start getting yelled at by Maj over here. Yeah. So, all right. So we just come into that box. Slight reaction so far. Let's see. I don't know if we're gonna get bounced from this at a certain point, but I think the other thing, right? The other thing we have to pay attention to, guys, and once again, the other thing we have to pay attention to is where's JJ in the chat? Where's JJ in the chat? One of these days I'm gonna get banned on YouTube for good, you know. But I think I would understand if I did, right? If I did, I would understand, and I honestly wouldn't be too mad at them. It's happened before. It happened when Bob was jerking off, and they said that it was. I still have that strike on my channel, which is totally justified. It was totally justified. It was when I was doing Bob jerking off in the bathroom. And they said that I was doing inappropriate content or something on my channel. But hey, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's I totally understand. I literally totally understand, man, how it goes. All right. Total 3. Let's look at all the altcoins. So, man, like, we're kind of still stuck in that band, right? We're stuck in that band here for still the altcoin market. Really not seeing momentum breaking out. Actually, well, you are kind of seeing momentum breakout, right? So, and I've said this before, like the altcoins, I think we're getting a little bit too much, right? And what do I mean by that? Well, I think if you've been through a previous cycle before, we know that, right? Bitcoin is going to lead, right? And it's when the altcoins start getting too hot too early is when you see the pullbacks. Because what also goes with altcoins going up too much too early is you start coming up with like insane leverage. Try to catch every damn move on the altcoin market using 50, 100x leverage on altcoins, thinking they're going to ride that up for the whole bull market. And what happens is, if you just kind of keep getting those green days on the altcoins, you got to wipe that shit out, right? You got to wipe that shit out, get those people pissed off, right? And do what you got to do, right? And I think a perfect example of that is seeing George over here using leverage. That's a perfect example of that. Like, there might have been too much froth in the altcoin market. And I think we rinsed a good amount of that out. Is it enough rinsed out yet? I don't know, right? I don't know. And honestly, I think, I'm not here with a crystal ball saying we're going to bounce today or bounce tomorrow. But I think every now and then we need to have that quick, like 10% flush of alts just to get rid of the leverage. And get the people who are a little bit too confident, right, out of the market. And like I said, I think we did that today pretty well. But once again, we didn't really go anywhere, right? We're still right in that band on the altcoin market, and we're still kind of waiting to see if Bitcoin can get that next leg up. If it does, altcoins will officially break up above this for the first time in the bear market. So good stuff. We'll keep watching this, but I guess my opinion still remains that I do believe Bitcoin is going to go higher, and I do believe, consequently, because I think Bitcoin's going to go higher, I think we're going to see the altcoin market break up. But once again, when you start seeing too much froth, when Bitcoin's going sideways and you're seeing the altcoins pump too much, probably almost at that point where a quick little leverage swipe is going to be happening. And that was today, right? Bitcoin was just kind of going sideways. Altcoins, you saw multiple altcoins go up 10, 15, 20%. Sushi was up like 50. You had to wipe that shit out real quick. Yep. But good shit. But we're right there. We're right friggin' there. And I know the big thing right now is I missed out, right? I missed out on this. I missed out on Solana. I missed out on Chainlink. I missed out on Bitcoin Cash. I missed out on XRP. I missed out on XLM.
Chris Mystery. Merry Christmas,
My Lord.
everyone. Chris Mystery.
Let me say this. Okay? As someone, we've caught many Wyckoff accumulations this year. Many. We've caught many. We caught the Litecoin. We caught the XRP. We caught the Chainlink. We caught the Bitcoin Cash. Right? There is plenty of those happening right now. One that we've talked about, which I think is going to continue, and you've seen the strength today. Bitcoin dumped, and the one we talked about, which was near, still green today, right? And I think near is a perfect example of one that I think this one is still early in this phase, where a lot of these other ones are already up here, right? Your Souls, Chainlinks, XRPs, they're already up here, right? So they're kind of a little extended, but I think there's some of these which are lagging, I think are going to catch up, right? Doesn't mean they're going to go up today, right? So if Bitcoin still pulls back, maybe it pulls back to 33, 30, I don't know. Maybe Bitcoin bounces from here. Once again, I don't have a crystal ball for the short term. Short term is not my forte. That's not my Kia forte, all right? But I think there's plenty that are still available. Near, I think, is one of them. Why? Dude, it is the epitome, as I would say, of the Wyckoff accumulation, right? It is literally textbook. Once you cleared above these two lows, it was time to flip bull on these. Even if you were a bear down here, it's time to pack your suitcases and say, shit, I was wrong, I'm going to flip bull. And that was the right call, right? So far. And there's plenty more. It's not just near. I think you can say this for multiple other ones. Polkadot. Shit, man. Come on, Polkadot. Load, you mother effer. Polkadot, I think, is one where if you think you missed out, I think you got Polkadot here. And another prime example of the Wyckoff here that's just coming out of the spring phase, right? That I bet if we zoom out a couple weeks from now, Polkadot's going to be up towards the top of this range, right? AVAX. I think AVAX is another prime example, right? And I was going to show you guys a few, right? I'm going to give you guys examples. It's one thing to say I think altcoin's going to go higher, but which ones I think will perform well. AVAX, now back above those two lows. I think AVAX is primed here. Notice a lot of them are L1s. The L1s have been struggling, but I think they're going to catch up now. Sand and Mana, but Sand, see, Sand is not broken above those two lows yet, so I'm still a little skeptical. But as soon as it does, Sand, I think, is right in that same situation. So there are opportunities. You just got to know where they are, and you got to don't chase pumps. Chase the ones that haven't pumped yet, because there's plenty of them still, man. By the way, Bitcoin is bouncing right off the box, right off the damn.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
Right off the damn box. Let's freaking go. Clint said you missed out on Tesla for years, you noob. Clint, I told you this in the Discord today. If I flip bullish on Tesla, it will go down. Okay? So you want me to be a Tesla bear. Okay? Let me be a Bitcoin bull and a Tesla bear. That way you have the best of both worlds. Okay? You have me cheering on Bitcoin with you, but then you also have me shitting on Tesla. So we get a little bit of neutrality there. If I'm a moon boy on both, that ain't a good sign. That ain't a good sign, my friend. Right? Let me be the Tesla bear, and then it's gonna go up. Right? Am I stupid for holding Dash? Nah, man. You can hold whatever shit coin you. Let's just call them a shit coin. Hold whatever shit coin you want to hold. Right? I mean, just make sure you like the chart. The chart is the most important thing. Okay? I'm gonna continue to say this, man. The chart and the sentiment are the two most important things, I think, for altcoins. Right? A lot of they talk about fundamentals. Fun to shitamentals is all I gotta say. Okay? The chart and the sentiment in the community. Is it a hated coin? It's gonna pump. Is it have like some accumulation, Wyckoff accumulation going on? That's a good one to get it. You know? Yo, Edison! What's going on, my guy? Anyways, guys. Okay? Shout out to Griff coming in with another super.
Strap up, we're going to the
Another
moon.
membership. Shout out to Griff, man. Still spreading the good vibes. We got the Santa hat on today, guys. By the way, we are holding the previous resist. Look at the most sometimes the most simple TA is the best. We don't got to be coming out here with this indicator and this dot popping up and this triangle and this. You flip previous resistance into new support. I love that, man. I gotta snippet that from my old channel, man, so I can play it whenever I want. Flip old resistance into new support. I gotta go get that from my old channel, bro. But yeah, so far we are, we did come back down to the bottom of this rising channel. We did get a pump up, and now we're trying to make a higher low right above the monthly open. And that was the most crucial thing, is holding that monthly open on a higher low. And so far we're doing it, right? So I'm going to continue to say this, man. This morning, okay, when we were down here, there was a lot of bear posting going on in the Discord. And listen, I'll say this. I always put my receipts and I say what I think out here in the public. And then if I'm wrong, you guys control me. But don't you forget, I will remember who was bearish on this wick. Okay? I will. And I will not let it down. Because you guys never let me down. You guys like coming up with the memes all the time. Yo, shout out to Ross. One asset you have to hold for the rest of your life. Who do you pick? Bitcoin, XRP, Twitter X, or Tesla? Bitcoin. The reason I pick Bitcoin, right? So if I was older, if I was like in my 50s and 60s, I probably would go Tesla, just because I think it's a little bit safer. But I'm still relatively young, right? I'm getting old. I still got a risk appetite, right? I don't want safe. Okay, that's not what I want. I don't want safe. Okay, so I'm gonna go Bitcoin. The reason why I wouldn't go XRP also because I don't like holding altcoins. I don't like holding altcoins, but I will hold Bitcoin. So if I had to pick, 100% Bitcoin. 100% Bitcoin if I had to pick one. That's a great question, anyway. We're gonna do that as a poll, man. That was the best question I have ever heard in my life. And by the way, let's do this poll right here. Let's start this poll. Let's see. Ice Sniper, I will troll you, my friend. I will troll you. I don't know if Bitcoin's going 100K. Listen, I don't know if it is. Right? I have no clue. I will be selling well before Bitcoin goes to 100K. Okay? And if it does, great. That's a great poll, by the way. If you could hold only one for the rest of your life, which one would you hold? And this is under the circumstances which you cannot trade it, you cannot buy and sell it, and you can only sell it, your family members can only sell it after you die. Okay? If you could hold only one for the rest of your life, which one would you hold? Okay, right? It's Bitcoin, XRP, Twitter/X, because I still think it's Twitter too, or Tesla. You can only hold one.
One asset you
Which
have
one are
to
you
hold
holding?
for rest of your life.
I'll be curious
Who do
to
you
see.
pick?
I think it, like I said, I think it depends on your
XRP,
life. I think
Twitter
it depends on
/
your risk
X or
tolerance.
Tesla.
Depends how old you are. Like if you're a teenager, you might want to go on an XRP because you're a little bit more risky, right? I think I'm at a point in my life where like Bitcoin would be the play. Bitcoin would be the play. XRP, I wouldn't want to necessarily just hold that. Like if I could only pick one. Don't say XRP, guys. We're talking about holding. You can't buy it and sell it in the bull runs. You want to hold XRP? Dude. Listen, I don't want to make any hash calls. I'm not saying XRP. I don't think XRP is going to go higher. But guys, I think there's a very high chance that by the time that I'm dead, XRP will be zero. You know what I mean? If I had to guess, right? I would say there's a good chance that it's zero. You know what I mean? That's not being a hater. It's just that new technology comes out all the time. Right? I mean, it is what it is. VSUN. Crow, baby. Anderson would hold Crow. I love it, man. Anderson, keep your conviction, man. I think your conviction's going to pay off, my guy. Like, you are so convicted with Crow that I think you are manifesting that Crow will be the best gainer in this bull market for your life. Continue to have the conviction that Crow will be the best gainer. And you cannot go wrong, my man. Like, your conviction is rock solid. Never give up your conviction, my man. Like, honestly, it is so impressive that you have that much conviction in Crow. Keep it up, my man. All right, so right now Bitcoin is holding the monthly open. What else we got? Oh, stock markets, which is interesting because once again, the sort of decorrelation is continuing. Like once again, the stock market's ripped today. Absolutely ripped. One of the greenest days that I've seen in a long time. And Bitcoin went down. Like it is honestly, we just do the opposite. It's so weird. But NASDAQ cruising up. You're now back below that August and September low. NASDAQ with like a nice little range reclaim back above these two lows. And also the S&P cruising up back above the 50 band, almost like a false breakdown of the 50 band back above, closing right at that high right there, that August of 2022 high, closing right there. Be interesting to see how the market reacts tomorrow. I know Apple had their earnings, Coinbase had their earnings, but it's obvious that Coinbase was going to have a bad earnings because remember how boring crypto was last quarter? It's not about right now. It's about the quarter before, right? Remember how boring crypto was? People weren't trading and buying and selling Bitcoin or crypto. So it makes sense why Coinbase earnings were bad. I bet this next earnings for Coinbase during this quarter will be really, really freaking good. So actually, on any type of Coinbase pullbacks, I think I kind of want to buy some Coinbase stock because I feel like with the new interest that will be coming into crypto, and also with all these ETFs being tied to Coinbase, I think Coinbase might be an interesting play where Coinbase will actually outpace Bitcoin a little bit. But that could be a little bit of sleeper. Man, that's some good water, bro. That's some good water. Block is way up. Block still isn't recovered from, oh man, Bencoin greater than, guys, please don't tell me you bought, please don't tell me you bought Bencoin. Like, I really hope you didn't, man. There's so many better memes that you could be getting in than Bencoin, man. And it's not even like what it is. It's just, why Bencoin? It doesn't even make any sense. Anyways, let's see. Maybe it's a good play because it doesn't make any sense. That's usually how it is. That's usually how it is, bro. Yo, Clint, Coinbase beat the street. Oh, I didn't even look at it. All I saw, it was down like 5-6% afterwards. I didn't even look at it. It was right before. It was a little bit earlier. Coinbase beat the street. Apple sort of did, but guidance is weak. Interesting, my man. Anyways, guys, can we get a little frothy up in here? No, we don't want any froth. I want to see Bitcoin move up. Like, guys, I want this, okay? I've accumulated some altcoins. I want altcoins to moon. I want to make this clear. I want altcoins to moon right now. But the most important thing is for Bitcoin to have a solo rally first, right? That is crucial. Crucial. If the altcoins go up too much, too fast, it creates too much leverage, which has to get wiped out. We need Bitcoin to go up by itself first, which I think now would be a perfect time, right? So we just had some altcoin pullbacks. Bitcoin still remain right here at 35K. Now would be a perfect time over these course of these next couple of days. And let me tell you this, like, if you just look at the daily chart, right? And I think it's, to me, it's kind of funny, right? When I look at this daily chart, I'm like, bro, what are these bears talking about right now? All I see is upwards accumulation. Does anyone not remember, okay, when Bitcoin is in a uptrend like this, okay, a lot of times it has these upwards accumulations where it kind of just makes higher highs and higher lows, and it makes like these bearish divergences, which really make people believe that it's going to go significantly lower. But I'll remind you a few couple times, right? When Bitcoin finally started to break out, once again, I know people don't think that we're in this uptrend. I know people think this is like just kind of like a little bit of move up. Guys, we broke a significant level. Like this 31 to 32K resistance was a massive level, right? Huge break. This is a pretty significant break, and this is not going to be a small move. The reason why I say that, if we go back to 2020, after anyone who was in the market back here remembered how important breaking this level was back here from 2020, right? This 12K level was a pain in the freaking ass for bulls for so freaking long, for like 2 years. When we finally broke that, if you look at the price action, okay, look at the price action here. I was in the market right here, okay, and I remember see all these little red days. You might be looking at this price action and saying, bro, this is just bullish. This is just straight up. Do you know how many times in doubt and uncertainty there was on all these red candles you see right here, right? But what was it? A lot of times it was just like the market making these higher highs and higher lows in a consolidation that was an upwards consolidation, right? You see, look at this price action. You might just think that's freaking bullish, man. Holy shit. It really wasn't, man. Like there's a lot of all these pullbacks, right? Every red candle screaming it's over every single time. But it was just upwards accumulation with bearish divergence, didn't care, just kind of continued up, right? Higher highs with bearish divergence, didn't care, just kind of continued up. Then you saw a big flush, which we'll get one of these big flushes at some point, right? And that's why, who knows when it's going to happen. I'm not going to try to predict that and be selling my BTC at 35 to buy back at 32 or some shit like an idiot. But, you know, we're going to see one of these at some point. When? I don't freaking know. I hope we do. I'd love to buy some BTC at 32K again. Shit. But, yeah. And we just kind of continue to grind up. To me, I think we're kind of seeing something kind of similar to that in a way, where all these little red candles, right? Even though the price is grinding up, it's going to see them at the end of the world, right? At some point, we're going to see a flash, right? But if you're, I'll say this once again, if you're trying to be a trader, trying to predict when that's going to be, by selling your BTC at 35, buying it back at 32, you are going to end up at the end of whenever the true bull market starts with less BTC than you had when you started it. Unless you think you're Warren Buffett or some shit, right? You know how many smart Alex, right? That's what I say. I will not sell my spot Bitcoin because I know I can't time the market. I'm not a genius. I am too dumb to time Bitcoin. And I'm willing to admit that. Most people ain't willing to admit that. I am too
Mega
dumb.
crash incoming, boys.
Okay? Way too dumb. I am way too dumb to time Bitcoin. Way too dumb. I ain't Warren Buffett. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Gary Soloway pro trader. I don't have a ponytail. You think I got a ponytail? You think I'm a pro trader? No, I ain't no pro trader. It's a joke, by the way. But for all the people that do think they're going to time the market, I bet they end up with less BTC than when they started trying to time all these little freaking moves. You know how many smart Alex at 25? Oh, 25! Oh, we're going to 12! And, you know, and then 30. Oh, we're going to 12! We're going to 12. And they're still sidelined, right? Shit, man. I ain't no pro trader. I'm not a genius. I don't know. I'm just going to hold my spot Bitcoin and not act like I'm freaking Warren Buffett. Because you ain't Warren Buffett. Lord. Just chill out. We got halving in 6 months. ETF in less than 3 months. We will continue to price that in. If we break below 31K, it's looking horrible. But until then, just chill the frick out. I saw way too many bear posts today on a small little pullback, and honestly, it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny, man. It was pretty funny. Doesn't mean we can't go lower, but it was pretty funny. Shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Only the pro traders in the chat. Shit, man. Mike said, what are your fantasy sports teams train wrecks? Oh, my fantasy sports teams are horrible, man. It's kind of because I haven't really been paying attention too much to them, to be quite honest. You know, shit, man. We can't all be capo. We can't all be capo. I just sit here with my Santa hat, saying I'm not selling my spot Bitcoin.
Why are your fantasy sport
That's
teams
shit.
train wrecks?
I buy altcoins when I see Wyckoff accumulations. That's all I do. You know what I'm saying? That's all I do. That's all I'm good at. That's all I'm good at. Holding Bitcoin and buying altcoins when I see Wyckoff accumulation. Everything else I suck at. But I'm okay with that. I am okay with that, my friends. Okay? Anyways, I'm going on a rant today. I see too many wannabe Warren Buffetts, you know? Too many wannabe Warren Buffetts. And I try to help people by just saying, stop trying to become some freaking Gary Soloway wannabe. You know what I'm saying? And just accumulate Bitcoin in the bear and then buy altcoins when you think the time is right. Okay? When you think the chart looks right. Not because it is low. Right? Don't buy an altcoin because you think the price is low. Okay? The price is low. Because the price is low is a meme. It could just keep going lower. There's no low. Buy altcoins when they look good on the chart to you. There's a big difference. Right? Don't buy them when they're low. Buy them when they look good on the chart. Same thing with Bitcoin. Right? I mean, it is what it is. Has Capo come out of his mouse hole yet? I think he did. I think he posted in his damn Discord. You know what I'm saying? Judge said I can do whatever I want. True. I'm stocking up on USD till Bitcoin at 20K. Oh, Lord. Proud gun owner. I really hope it works out for you, my friend. I really do. We're in the euphoric phase. Oh, my God. Guys, we just talked about this yesterday. We ain't even close to the euphoric phase. Did I not show you the Google Trends altcoin chart? Bro, all these people right here, in this city right here, 99% of his peeps haven't looked at crypto in over a year. I'm willing to bet you. We ain't in no euphoric phase. Maybe we're in the euphoric phase for us, but all these mother effers are not even thinking about crypto right now. Okay? They're all watching the news saying, hearing epic crash incoming, all this stuff. That's what they're hearing. They're hearing epic crash incoming, stock market falling. That's what they're hearing. They're not even paying attention to crypto at the moment. You know what I'm saying? I showed you the Google Trends chart. The facts and the data, not what I think. No one gives a shit about crypto right now. Shit, man. Wayne said, got me? Hell yeah. He's a BitBoy wannabe. Bro, I am far from the BitBoy wannabe. I am like the opposite of that. Don't even come at me with that, man. I'm literally the opposite of that. Please. Let's see. Proud Gunner said, I would buy tomorrow if someone would loan me some money. Proud Gunner, you got this shit, my man. You got this shit. Buy whenever it's right, man. It is what it is. Anyways. Once again, I think the thing is I'm watching the total 3 chart. We haven't broken out yet. Once again, be careful on the alts that have already moved. Your Solana, the Solana hype is getting a little real. Be careful on your Solana. Be careful on the ones that have already broken like their highs, right? There are ones that are showing strength on the Bitcoin pairs, like Near and ADA. ADA finally broke out today. I gotta, you know what I want to do today? Because we ADA, it gets so much hate all the time, but I think the strength that ADA is showing right now, which also is in Wyckoff accumulation, by the way, and also is breaking up from a falling wedge secretly and just quietly. Well, this is what all the altcoins have done. They've one by one slowly moved up where no one even realizes it. And by the time it plays out, all of them are going to be up here, and no one's even going to realize it. You know what I mean? They're just all doing it one by one. ADA, by the way, I think deserves this, right? And this is for JJ, and this is for all the ADA-ers who have taken so much hate. And in my opinion, actually, now that Sol's had its move, I actually think that ADA, I have not bought any ADA, by the way, because I think Near is going to follow whatever ADA does. I think all the L1s are going to play it out the same way. I bought Near instead. But I think ADA is actually about to have a very, very, very good hated rally right now. I think it is. And I want to play this for JJ, okay? And for all the Cardano fans out there, because you've taken it. You've taken the blunt in the ass, okay? So this is for you. Oh, shit. Hold up. Wrong one.
ADA fans, you have survived this long. If you are ADA Viking, put your hands together. Do not let the hate get to you. Let the hate fuel it higher. Because the most hated coins are the ones who come the most, not the most loved ones. Remember those words.
There we go. Shout out to the ADA fans. I think ADA also has a beautiful chart. I think, you know, it's got the same. It's the same as all the L1s have the same chart. I will say that, like, all of them have the same chart. I think they're all going to play out where, as long as Bitcoin doesn't shit, right, and it just goes sideways, I think all these L1s will end up at the top of the range in a few weeks. That's my guess. But, you know, touche. I'm going to go buy some more ADA. I always make people FOMO. Be careful FOMOing, guys. Even though I actually did FOMO into Near, and it actually worked out pretty well. So, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes FOMO. Like I said, sometimes you have to FOMO to catch a move. Oh, my favorite thing is when influencers, but when people say, anyone says, wait for a pullback. You know, that's the most, like, cliche thing to say, because when something's really bullish, it doesn't pull back. Like, sometimes to catch a bullish move, you kind of have to FOMO. And I know that goes against everything where it's like, no, I'm going to wait for a pullback. But sometimes when you wait for a pullback, at that point, it's already too late, because that means, like, you lost the momentum, you know? Something to keep an eye on, right? Obviously, you have to kind of, like, know when to FOMO, when not to FOMO. There's a difference, right? But sometimes you got to kind of FOMO, you know? It is what it is. No one else will tell you that, but it's the truth. Everyone will say, wait for a pullback, bro. And then by the time you get a pullback, it's 3x higher. You know what I mean? Like Solana. Wait for a pullback on Solana to buy. It was at 16. Now it's at like 48. Oh, how'd that wait for a pullback do for you? It did very, very well. Let's see. Nate. What's going on, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you. We're going to take the Viking helmet off, by the way. Anyways, Bitcoin is holding support. The bears who were bearish at the bottom of this wick this morning are sweating. They are sweating. I can name them all in Discord. Some of them are here right now. But they were bear posting at the bottom of this wick. And I will not remember. Well, I will remember who was at the bottom of this wick. But the only thing that matters, like I said, you might have been bearish at the bottom of this wick. The only thing that matters is flipping bullish when the time is right. Right? When you're making a W formation on top of previous resistance, as long as you flip bullish when the time is right, it doesn't matter when you were bearish. You know what I'm saying? But remember, would you rather be right or would you rather make money? That's always the most important question for you. Some people would rather be right, like Savvy. He'd rather be right. Even though, to be honest, I don't really believe that Savvy's bearish all the time. I don't believe it, man. By the way, look at this poll. If you could only hold one for the rest of your life, which one would you hold? Holy shit! Chat, you are smart today. Holy shit, the chat is smart today. Oh my god, this is the most proudest moment of my life.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
This is the most proud moment of my life. Oh my god. Holy shit. 77%. 77% say they would hold Bitcoin for the rest of their life. 12% say XRP. 4% say Twitter. And only 7% say Tesla. Holy shit, I'm going to cry. I am going to cry. And oh my god, you guys made my day today. I thought more of you guys were gonna say XRP, to be honest, but wow, holy shit, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Bitcoin is the way. Don't let me tell you it's not. What is the best performing asset of all time, my friends? You guessed it, the coin. Bitcoin is obvious. I think that's the obvious answer too. Like I said, if you're older, you might pick Tesla. But I think if you still have a risk tolerance, you go Bitcoin. I think XRP is a little bit too much of a risk tolerance. Bitcoin, I think, is like that perfect middle ground. Let's see, 12%. Shame on you. Listen. I can see picking XRP like if you're really young and you just want to make multiples and you don't care about anything, you know, or like you have enough time to make it up, you know, like if it goes to zero, you know. 23% of the chat are morons. Not morons. Listen, I can see picking Tesla. I can see picking Tesla. Like, that's not a moron answer. I think picking Twitter. Who picks Twitter? What of the 4% picks Twitter, man? Like, come on. I think you guys were trolling. I think 4% of the chat was trolling today. I think. You never know. You never know. Let's see. That is true. That is true. That is true. More than 23%? Yeah, man. Let's go. Come on, Corn. I'm waiting for you. JM said Sam Bankman-Fried found guilty of all 7 charges. We're going to... Bro, are we going to have a Sam Bankman-Fried guilty pump? Nothing would be better than that. Than to see a Bitcoin pump on Sam Bankman-Fried guilty. And then everyone making money when Sam Bankman-Fried had to capitulate the lows. Oh my God, there'd be nothing better.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
Some good stuff, man. Some good stuff. That's some good stuff. Some really good stuff. Tesla at 7% is an abomination and shows how low IQ I'm dealing with. Glenn, I actually kind of agree with you on this. I think Tesla should be higher. Tesla should be higher than XRP and Twitter by far, right? I could see picking Tesla. I don't think that's a dumb answer. I think XRP and Twitter are slightly low IQ answers, but I mean, it is what it is. Greed's a hell of a drug. It is. It is. Is Solana moving on SBF being found guilty? Solana would be an interesting one to move if that was the case. Let's see. Where's Sol? Where is Solina? I don't see Solina actually. Where's Sol? Oh, here it is. No, it's not. But, you know, not like it really matters. It is what it is.
Sam Bankrupt-Fried found guilty of all 7 charges.
What we care about is this sentence? I don't know what a sentence is. All I know is Carlos. Actually, not Carlos. Didn't Carlos win? I don't even know what's going on with that whole thing.
Tesla at 7% is an abomination and shows how low IQ I'm dealing with. TSK.
Man, I don't got Elizabeth. I don't got Elizabeth anymore. Who am I going to manipulate into making money for me? Huh, shit. Well, I guess I'm going to have to do... I can't trade in jail. I guess I'm going to have to do other things. Holy... Ben? Yeah, what you want? What do you want, Sam? No, I didn't mean any of that stuff I did outside. I didn't mean any of that. None of that. None of that. No, please. There's one way that you can make it up to me, Ben. One way. Come here. All right, anyways. 34,926. 34,926 on the charts. As Bitcoin is looking to make a higher low. Oh Lord! Don't tell me. Someone said they would smash me looking like that. Oh God! Don't be saying that shit in the chat, man. You're gonna make me blush. You're gonna make me blush. You're gonna make me all red, even though my head's already red. No, daddy, no. Oh Lord! Now I look like a elf. You know, look more like an elf. Look at Crow Anderson. Look at Crow. Crow's actually got Wyckoff too. Bro, Crow has got the Wyckoff and descending wedge. Bro, Anderson, this is Wyckoff. Anderson, I got this from my guy, Anderson. I got this from my guy, Anderson. Anderson has been waiting so long for this. That is another one on Wyckoff that actually looks like it's about to play out.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up.
Anderson!
Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know?
They're gonna go one by one by one. You're not even gonna notice it. If you're in one that's struggling, yours will come. Patience. Don't chase the ones that already do.
Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Let's go, man. I love to see that shit. I love to see that shit, man. You just manifested that. We just talked about it. You just manifested that. Let's go, man. And holy shit, Anderson finally finding a pot of gold. I love it, man. I love it. I love when Clint comes in. I love when he says, "Oh, you hit a dart. Nice." Oh man, let's go. Another one. Another one already playing out. All right, so this is a perfect example, guys. Like Crow was doing nothing, and then it's another perfect example of the same structure, man. Which I told you. Oh. We've looked at like 5 of them today, which I think all have the same structure, exactly the same thing. It's 1, 2, 3 hits to the low, break both lows on the third hit, break back above the 2 lows, boom. The same structure, okay? And we are seeing these happen one by one by one. There's still so many opportunities in this market where you don't have to chase the ones where you feel like you're FOMOing. There's still so many opportunities. So, Crow, playing out nicely, good shit. Now, I mean, I would think that if we're just looking at this as a range, and this is Wyckoff, we're really looking for a target to back up to the range high now, right? Which I don't think is terribly out of the realm of possibility. So good shit, Anderson. I love it, my man. I love it, my man. Let's freaking go, man. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, we've got 2 minutes until the daily close. Bitcoin's still holding here. I think that's a really good sign. The daily earlier, I mean, basically, what you basically did today was perfect. I think today was a perfect day. Like, you didn't break Bitcoin market structure, and it basically wiped all the over leverage in the altcoin market. It was literally the perfect day you could have asked for. Bitcoin's still holding above the highs. And once again, like if we like zoom in on these altcoins, I don't think Crow is going to be the best example because it's been pumping today. But like we can go look at, like ARB has been one that's pumping hard. But basically what you did today is anyone who was over leveraged, right? ARB basically had a 10% pullback intraday today, right? So anyone who was like getting way too confident just got wiped, right? And 9% dump. And then it just like retraces and uses the exit liquidity, right? Or basically the liquidity for people that kind of jump in. Another example, like Link actually kind of just like going sideways. Like the AI coins, which were getting a little frothy, right? If you caught the lows, it's good. But like some of these, like FET today, 13% pullback, right? Wiped everyone who was way too overconfident in this, right? Not in spot, going 50x leveraged long, thinking they're freaking crypto face, bonk, gone, right? And now we wipe those guys out. Now we can see what the market really wants to do, right? Which, in my opinion, is a lot of these still got higher. At least the ones that already haven't broken out, which we already talked about. 5 of them today. It's bloody one still out there. Oh, my Lord. Fantastic. Yeah, even Kadana was pumping today. Even damn Kadana was pumping today, which was awesome, man. I love to see that for Frank Fractal. Like, Frank Fractal with the Kadana pump was one of the most bullish things, too, that happened today. It wasn't the craziest pump, but it definitely was one type of pump for Kadana today. Even Kadana, like, it's the Kadana. You know, this one will move with Bitcoin, but it's not my favorite chart still. Wake Asia, oh my God, man, Asia doesn't want to do anything lately. Asia is a bunch of lazy bastards. They'll be cleaning their front porch, blowing leaves off their front porch, right? Just for new leaves to come down the next day. But they won't even have the time to pump BTC. It's ridiculous, my man. They'll sweep their front sidewalk, even if they live in the city, but they won't pump Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. They don't even have the time of day to do it. Oh, it's daily close. I thought he was done with Kadana. Of course he's not done with Kadana. He's done with Kadana on the bearish days, and he's with it on the bullish days. All right, I think we got everyone, by the way. I just want to double check. Psycho Pearl said mega crash incoming, boys. I think Psycho Pearl, you said that at 25, 28, 30, 31, and now 36. So one day you'll be right. I actually do believe one day you'll be right. There will be a mega crash coming. Just not yet. But there will be one coming soon. We need one thing that I think the argument right now for a mega crash, my argument that I don't think that's coming right now is usually before you see those mega crash stock market like 40-50% moves down, you see greed first. You see greed first in the stock market. And you might argue that this year was a bullish year in the stock market, but to me, if you really pay attention to the stock market stuff, like for the last year, I've been super into, stocks and stuff like that. I watch more stock content than I do crypto content now. Because I do DCA into stocks too. But here's my thing. If you really dig deep into the stock market, most things are so down, right? Most stocks are 80, 90%, like not 89%, but a lot of low cap stocks are 80, 90% down from their highs from 2021. And even a lot of the high cap stocks are down like 50% from their highs. It's only the big tech stocks. It's only Google, Microsoft, Tesla, Nvidia. It's only the big tech stocks that have done well this year. Everything else is in the freaking gutter, And I would argue that we have not seen greed to justify a stock market crash. That's my take. I think if we're going to see a stock market crash, which I do think we're going to see in the next within the next 2 to 3 years, I think there's going to be that blow off, like the real big blow off top. One that gets everyone convinced that market's going to go up forever. And as soon as everyone thinks that, then you see the crash. Not when everyone and their mother thinks that, recession's coming, it's over, right? We're not in that point yet, right? If you watch stock market content, most of the stock market content creators are still the ones calling for a mega crash and all this shit. They ain't calling for, new all-time highs this year and stuff like that, So that's my take on the whole stock market mega crash thing, But it is what it is. Same here. Became a macro Andy. A macro Andy. Nice, dude. Oh, Ann said, Jordan, for God's sake, just one time reply. Gala. We'll look at Gala, my man. All right? We'll look at Gala. Listen, I said this before. Last bull market, it was So much easier to look at all the altcoins because there wasn't that many. I'll tell you this, guys, straight up before we go into any type of big run, right? Whether it's now or next year or wherever. I can't look at all the altcoins. There's too many of them. Everyone has a different favorite one. I'll tell you right now, I can't look at all of them. So if I don't look at yours, it's no offense, but I can't look at 40,000 altcoins. It's not possible. It ain't going to happen. I try my best, but I'm not going to bore 99% of the people who don't give a shit about Gala. You know what I'm saying? We'll look at the top ones that most people can't hold, but, you know. All right, let's look at Gala. Let's look at Gala. Okay? Let's see. Gala. We got to move back up to the bull market support band, which is nice. It's nice. It's real nice. I think now, right? I mean, I guess you broke this low. You got back above. You kind of already had this nice move. I mean, this is like a 2x move right here. I think now is, you know, really about holding this here, right? Back testing this kind of W formation high, holding that, and then kind of shifting out from this level, right? If you break back below here, that ain't great, right? So it's about holding here on a pullback. That's what that looks like to me. Pulling back into here, holding this, right? And then kind of trying to maybe work your way back up after, something like that. You know, just look at them all in the 12-hour and 24-hour streams. Facts. Facts, man. Run through them real quick, like 10 coins on 10 minutes. When we do the 12-hour stream, we'll have time to look at all of them, my friends, but not yet. When are we going to do this 12-hour stream, by the way? Because didn't I say I would do a 12-hour stream when Bitcoin broke 31K? I did say that. Oh, man. Maybe we'll do it next week. What do we think? 12-hour stream next week, guys. Maybe we'll do it in the middle of next week, right? We'll do it on a nice, like, Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday, something like that. So maybe we can get some action. We're not going to do it on a weekend because that's boring as shit. Maybe we'll do it at some point next week. You know, I did say when we broke above the previous highs. So, all right, we're gonna do it. We'll do it next week. We're gonna do it next week. We'll figure out which day, but it'll probably be in the middle of next week. Simply better. So we are going down. We could go down. Shit, we could. But once again, I ain't gonna try to be Nostradamus over here and predict Bitcoin's gonna go to 32K. You know, by all means, if you want to sell your Bitcoin at 35 to try to buy it back at 33 and be a pro trader, go ahead. Go ahead. Something tells me you're going to be buying higher. Just saying. Timer's ticking. Yes, the timer is ticking. The timer is ticking. Monday, usually the most action. It ain't going to happen on a Monday. I'll tell you right now. Thanksgiving? Next week ain't Thanksgiving. We'll do it next week. We will do it next week. Okay? Maj is going to have to put up with it.
Do what?
We're doing a 12-hour stream next week.
Oh, that's fine with me.
You're going to cook me lunch and breakfast for me. I'm just kidding. Oh yeah. I'm going to eat Chinese. I'm going to eat Chinese. We're going to have General's Gao. That's what I'm going to have. General's Gao. And it's going to be a great time. So I'll let you know which day it's going to be. It'll either be somewhere between Tuesday and Thursday. One of those. I don't know yet, though. I'll let you know. Next week means 3 months from now. No, man, I'm serious. It'll be next week. I thought you were cooking at home for like a month. Yeah, right. You thought that was gonna last? That lasted like 3 days. That lasted like 3 days. Oh, man. And then I had to get the General Gaos, man. And ever since that happened, it went all downhill. I told myself, that's what happens, man. When you try to do something like that, if you let yourself slip once, you're done. You're done. You can't say, oh, I'll just have this one day. No, it's done. Wayne said, told you. Yeah, dude, that's been long gone. That lasted like, I think the day I said that, the next day I got Chinese. The day I told you guys I was doing that. Have you heard? Oh, you don't know how I cook? Yeah, I put things in the microwave. I'm serious. Man, inflation is my fault. Actually, to be honest, inflation's not. I don't buy a lot of stuff, guys. Like, I actually don't really contribute to inflation. Like, I am actually helping the inflation cause. It's all the idiots buying Gucci shit that can't afford it, are the reason that it's all those guys buying Gucci shit, buying cars they can't afford. It's all those people that cause inflation to go higher. It ain't me, I'll tell you that. I wear the same clothes every damn day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am the... What you understand about me is I am the least materialistic person you'll probably ever meet. I wear the same damn thing every single day. Sometimes you guys will see me wearing the same thing twice in a row. I don't give a flying shit because I'm confident in who I am. I don't need all that shit, right? And this is what it is. The useless eaters. Yeah. Buying, they just stealing it now. Yeah, man. Shit. Microwave ribs. Oh, I'll tell you right now, if there ever is like a Great Depression, the first stores that are going out of business are Gucci, Versace, all those. You want to be shorting the shit out of those stores. Those stores are going downhill. Rico said, do you realize if I played Jordan's stream all day during Thanksgiving, half my family would say, who is this idiot, and change the channel. The other half will say, I like this guy. Who is this? Well, that's the thing, you know? I think you guys who watch my channel are very specific people. You're also very you're weird people. You're weird. You have some person, like, you're not, you know, I'll say this. You like markets and you like talking about markets and stuff, but you're also a little weird too. And that's how I am, right? I like markets and stuff, but I'm also a little weird. I told you, I only show my weirdness to people I feel comfortable with, right? So take it for a thing to say that I act weird towards you. If I don't act weird with you, I ain't comfortable with you. I'll take that is how I am 100%. You'll always know how comfortable I am with someone based off how I act around you. Are we weird? Yeah, you're weird, man. I'm weird too. I'm wearing a damn Santa hat. Because I believe in the superstition of the Santa hat. Guys, do you understand? The one constant of this whole year has been this Santa hat on the desk. Bitcoin has refused to make a lower low. Through all the bullshit this whole year of the macro, this, that, oh my God, aliens. Look. The hat has remained on the desk. And Bitcoin's remained in an uptrend all year, despite, the FOMC, Jerome the Gnome Pal, about to say the same shit again. Oh my God, Jerome the Gnome Pal. Inflation's sticky. The hat has remained the same. And we have remained with the hat. The entire internet. Yeah, the entire internet. Oh, Lord. I do have... Miro said, I do have 4 white walls with my white table and 1 closet. Nice, man. Let me ask you guys this. How, and everyone's different, right? If you believe in like the horoscope stuff or whatever, but everyone is different. The world needs balance. So if you're the type of person who's materialistic, listen, that's just how you are. You can't change that. You might be able to fight it, but you can't change it. It's in you and it's inside you, right? I am a Virgo. If you know anything about Virgos, okay, we don't like that stuff. We don't vibe with materialistic people. That's just not who we vibe with. That's the opposite. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a materialistic person, you gotta be you, man. You might not like me. You might not like me. And I bet that's the type. I bet those are the type of people who don't like to watch me. I will say that. I will definitely say that. Kennedy's getting sleepy. Me too, man. Bitcoin is just sitting here like a rock. That it is. Nothing else really moving either. Kind of just chilling today, guys. Oh, guys, tonight we're gonna watch the interview. We're gonna watch the interview movie. You know, the one where they go to North Korea and it's with James Franco and Seth Rogen. We're watching that tonight, so that should be good. We need a little comedy. We tried to watch The Post yesterday, but man, that movie was like, it was, the first half of it was good, but let me tell you, I was falling asleep. Like, no pun intended, I was falling asleep. Actually, for like the whole second half of the movie. Like, I was trying to keep myself awake. I was like slapping myself in the face and shit. No, I wasn't doing that. But that movie was so boring. Like, the second half of that movie was like a drag. Like, we get it. You like the girl, man. Like, can you add something more enticing in this movie? Come on, man. Shit. The first half of the movie was great. You didn't know what was going to happen. But once you got to a certain point, you knew what was going to happen. You knew what was going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, it was inevitable. Let's see. Well, I don't have a wrench yet. Oh my God. Miles, is that how you ask? Actually, on my channel, that is how you ask. So yes, here we go. You get a wrench. We're going to need more wrenches as we go. I mean, as the next couple months kind of go on, right, something tells me we're going to need more wrenches. So I'm going to give you a standard moderator. You're not going to be an elite one because you're not elite. Just kidding. You're awesome, Miles. And COS will be the first altcoin to break new all-time highs. There it is. Can review and remove chat messages. There we go. That's perfect. There we go, man. You're a standard moderator. Boom. There we go, man. Congratulations. Congratulations. There'll be more moderators coming, but Miles has been here forever, so Miles gets a wrench. Well, there'll be more to come. Okay, trust me. We need like 30 of you guys when the market really starts moving, because this chat gets kind of insane. It's just people spamming shit. You got like people spamming links to boobs and shit. Like, you need that. You need that in there. I gotta remove some. You know what? I need to go through some of the mods and remove some of the peeps that haven't been here in a while, because there is new, more deserving peeps for the wrench. In my personal opinion, there's new, more deserving peeps for the wrench. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I would have to go through and see who hasn't been here in a while. Like Knucklebuster, he hasn't been here forever. Just kidding. I see you in the chat, Knucklebuster. I'm just playing. All right, guys. I'm gonna call the stream. Not too much really going on right now. Bitcoin, I think, as long as we hold this monthly open, we're good. If we start breaking below that, I think, Bitcoin's gonna do what it's gonna do here. I think if we don't overthink this and we just think about this very logically and just very simply, let's not try to get too technical with this, right? I think I'm still looking for Bitcoin to go higher, so I ain't selling any of my spot Bitcoin here. Any pullbacks into 31 to 32K, like I said, do we get that low? I don't know. No one knows. Your mom doesn't know. Grandma doesn't know. But if we do, those are for buying. Those are for buying. Okay. On any move, I'd say, like, we don't want to be breaking 31. I think any type of like daily close below 31, that's when we probably say, this was a fake out, and then we're going lower, right? So anything above there, I don't think there's a reason. Like, if you bought down here, I don't think there's a reason to be squirming around and getting too worried about this. Like, if you bought up here, yeah, I mean that you get what you asked for, right? You bought up here, so now you have to worry about pullbacks. If you bought anywhere here or over here, you don't really care about this, right? So You know, once again, do you? I think pullbacks in here, any pullbacks in here are gifts. Whether we get them or we don't get them. If we don't get them, well, shit out of luck. But if we do, great. Anything above 31K, still remain with the bullish bias. We break 31K, it's looking like dog shit, right? That's really it. So I'm out of here, guys. Peace out. Stay easy. Ignore the noise. Bears are going to be loud at the bottom of the range. Bulls are going to be loud at the top of the range. That's just always how it is. So out of here. Peace. Take easy. Later. And we're going to go watch a movie. All right. Yo, shout out to Will Christie. Shout out to Will Christie coming in with the $10 super sticker with the glasses. Look at the glasses super sticker. I haven't seen a super sticker in a long time. You deserve one of these, my friend. Knuckle Buster, I'm saying hello. I was just playing with you, my man. I see you all the time. Later, my guys. Peace. Palajic means mod status. I don't see him in the chat. I don't see him in the chat. But Palajic is one that's next on the list. I need to go delete some first. Alright. Later. Peace.